Welcome to episode 3 of O Thoughts. This is episode 3, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of forget every
Pretty
number,
sure.
even though we've only done 3. O Thoughts, episode 3. Welcome. If you're here, thank you for being here. Grab some coffee, grab some tea, smoke a joint, sit down, relax. You know what I'm saying? Gather everybody around. Watch us kick it while you kick it, because that's all kicking it is, really, if you think about it.
My jaw goes on my teeth.
Okay. With me as usual, the main crew. Skidmore to my left, Averie to my right, fashion prodigy, piano prodigy. I don't know. I'm just a guy, I guess. By comparison, I'm kidding. I'm pretty great too. But
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
I am
Prodigy.
a 7 out of 10. A strong 7 out of 10.
7.5.
7 out. Oh no. If we're being real, I'm like a 9. I'm not like a 10 yet, but like overall, like everything, I'm like a 9. Cause I'm pretty cute. Like I haven't like shaved, but I'm pretty
10
cute.
out of 10 in my heart.
Oh, you're a 10 out of 5 in my heart.
Wow.
That's like 200%. I just gassed you up right there, bro.
Please fuck my wife.
The fact that Skiddy doesn't have a wife, so I'm like, wait, who do I fuck? Technically, I'm your wife, right? I'm your housewife right now, right?
Ooh, that was
Yeah.
like, go fuck yourself.
Damn. That was intellectual.
Big brain!
This guy's been watching Rick and Morty, bro.
Oh my god.
This guy's been on the forums.
Oh, Lord.
So today... Whoa, why did my voice crack? Today! Oh, jeez, Rick!
You've been watching too much Rick and Morty.
Oh, God, Rick.
Morty, quit your voice cracking, Morty.
Today we're talking about cancel culture, but specifically, we're talking about, well, I guess mainly, the aftermath of cancel culture, because I've personally noticed some moments in cancel culture, because we're all on Twitter, and we all very much enjoy Twitter, to the point where our main bond, or one of our main bonding activities is bonding over Twitter posts. So, I've noticed, particularly with 2 people, but I've noticed this in other places, with Doja Cat and with Sabrina Claudio. Do you like know about what they did? Well, are both of you guys hip to what happened?
I'll be honest, I've only ever heard of Doja Cat.
I kind of heard about Doja Cat. I actually don't know what Sabrina Claudio did. I just knew.
I have no idea what they could have done to...
Okay, can you pull up what Doja Cat did? Because I remember what Sabrina Claudio did. Kind of. So
I think you should pull them both up.
Okay, well, yeah. So while I do that, basically what happened was they found some old tweets from, I think, one of Sabrina Claudio's old accounts back in like middle school or something, and she was saying like some racist shit towards black women, and then it came out and everyone was like, what the fuck, because you're a guest here in this culture. And then she gave like a really good apology that didn't seem like a oh, I'm sorry, now I try to do better. Like she kind of like her response to me sounded like the response that I've gotten when I've checked people on their racism and they admit that they're wrong and then they like actively like go and change it.
Okay.
And because I'm kind of off the whole like idea of like treating celebrities differently from other people,
Mm-hmm.
I just judge that as if that was just somebody else doing it and not like Sabrina Claudio doing it, you know. Not that it's, you know, it's a weighty name, but it's kind of like a weighty name.
Yeah, like your coworker Tom.
Yeah, exactly. So so everybody canceled her and she was pretty much like over, but she kind of kept making music and like her numbers kept being pretty decent numbers, at least from what I like semi kept track of on Spotify and stuff, which like kind of had me confused because like nobody was talking about Sabrina Claudio like on socials because obviously that wasn't cool at the time, but clearly people still streamed her and I did because I was like, clearly this girl knows that she was wrong and clearly seems like now to be in a better place. Also, I'm not judging a grown woman off of what she said in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, unless she very clearly is still the same person that like she was in middle school, you know?
Yeah.
But most people aren't the same that they were in middle school. Mm-hmm. Also, everybody in middle school was racist, more or less. like at least at my school, like the shit that we said, bro.
Said things for shock
value. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So like having recently been in that recently, in comparison to other people that may be on social media that are older than say 22, having like recently been in that environment, I can understand a middle schooler tweeting something like that, and then it coming back.
But what was it? That's what I want to know. Because I actually don't know like the specifics of what it was, and like I feel like that kind of matters.
Tweet. Oh, here we go. For derogatory comments towards black women. Okay, I'm going to find this real quick. Okay. Oh, she's Latin. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Claudio's derogatory comments include frequent use of the N-word and remarks like, it must suck to be a black girl with no booty, and fuck it, I'll be a black girl for Halloween. The tweets, and it appears the account itself have been deleted. But as anyone who knows internet messiness knows, screenshots are forever. A series of captures from one Twitter user shows that Claudio made the comments within the last 7 years. One in which she called an Instagram user a sweaty chonga in response to the chonga in response to the user calling her a pasty white girl. Well, if she's Latin, she can say that. It's fine. I think. I don't know. So, yeah, that's what she said. It was just a bunch of wild shit like that.
Okay.
And the way that this blog words it, I kind of don't like. They say, like, within the last 7 years to make it seem like it was crazy. But Sabrina Claudio's 21. So, 21 minus 7 is what? 14. So she was 14 when she said all that shit? I knew a lot of 14-year-olds that hated black women, to be honest with you. And, it wasn't okay, and a lot of those, like, conversations were had. But, like, I'm not going to blame anybody for getting caught up in a system that forces you to think this way.
Okay.
You know? Because, like, everybody, until they get outside knowledge of, like, racism and, like, you know, like, how the world really runs as it pertains to, like, oppression in this country and all that other big brain shit. I saw this TikTok recently, and it was basically saying, like, all whites are racist unless they have gotten other information because the system is built, or they were talking about the education system
that makes sense.
being like so heavily white and so heavily like white is right, like black is wrong, well, like brown's all right, whatever. So it like when you're 14, you're in the thick of that. So for me, I go, okay, I remember being in the fucking thick of that and saying things and doing things that today I look back and I was like, damn, I was so fucking ignorant. Like, I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? And like I say all the time jokingly that if somebody finds any like video of me in like middle school doing anything, like I'll like get canceled or whatever. But I think that that's a common thread throughout lots of like young children. Is like being racist because you don't really understand any better than everybody laughs. So you're like, oh, clearly this makes people happy and like me. So I'm going to keep doing it because children deal with all these like insecurity issues and just other shit like that. That just kind of makes sense. So like...
And you kind of don't understand the weight of your words.
Yeah, exactly, that too. Because when you're 14, you kind of only care about yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and obviously 14-year-olds are... There's a wide spectrum for sure. Like, but, I mean, I don't know.
Just go look up racist 14-year-old PSN or Xbox Live.
Dude, yeah, and that's
you'll
the other
find
thing too.
Millions of videos.
Bro, I'm sure that everyone in this room has played an online game and heard like the most racist shit ever.
I grew up with Modern Warfare.
Yeah, literally. Like, we played that shit. Like, we were in those lobbies as fucking squeakers. So... I personally don't blame her for that. But, enough rambling, pass this on to you guys. I say all of that to say should there be some kind of like healing process or some kind of like post cancellation meeting where people are like, okay, this person is clearly
a forum.
Yeah, exactly. You know, a Twitter town forum. That would actually be kind of fire. where people get together and they're like, hey, so we've noticed that like, or somebody brings to court or whatever, like this person has been improving and whatever, and they still make really fire music, and you know, you could like make the argument that it's you know, important to have Latin women in R&B for like representation, for example, and like all this other shit. So it's like, you know, should we like not like uncancel this person, but like should we put them on like social probation, you know, where it's like we fuck with you, but we're still watching you very heavily? Or is she there already because, like I was saying earlier, her numbers haven't gone down, and if there's all of this hoopla, and then your numbers only go down for a week, and then everybody starts streaming your shit again, does cancel culture's involvement in that instance even matter in the first place?
I mean, I think there's a part of it in that, you know, it's because they're involved in this big thing that's happening that they're going to get more listens probably than they normally would on like Spotify or something. I don't know. I just kind of think that like there should just really be a grace period of like, yeah, we'll like, you know, we'll give them time to learn, and basically you're in timeout, think about what you've done, what you said, realize why it's wrong, and then, you know, we'll let you come back. And I mean, obviously people are going to be paying attention more to them too, so if they do fuck up again, it's just going to be, okay, yep, you didn't learn.
True.
Off to the corner with you.
Off to the corner with you.
Sure. It's kind of hard to really determine if they have learned or not too, because it's like you can not learn, but just get smarter about, you know, what you are presenting to your audience.
True.
And like, especially with like a more impressionable crowd, you can just easily be like, oh, sorry. And then they'll be like, they said sorry, like, it's fine. And
that's
like,
also true. People
are gonna like believe them no matter what. Like, if Ariana Grande did something really problematic and like racist like that,
yeah,
and then was like, oh, sorry, and like that was her statement, like her stans would still be like, she said sorry, no one cares.
Yeah,
she's not canceled.
Yeah,
you know, and like it doesn't really require a change, so it's hard to determine.
True. That's true. However, I guess I feel like stans are gonna stand no matter what.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know.
That's why I feel
that's like a full-time job, bro.
That's why I feel like cancel culture kind of doesn't work, because stans are always gonna stan. Especially like, you know, the blindly following stans, where it's just like you love that celebrity no matter what they do. They could like spit in your mom's face and like fuck your dad, but you would still be like, yeah, love them.
Mm-hmm. Kanye.
I love Nicki Minaj.
And 76 million of them voted for president.
Yeah. Well. But yeah, like, they could literally do anything and stans are still gonna stand because, I don't know, ignorance, because stubbornness, because mental illness.
Yeah. That's mental illness in it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You're saying being British is a mental illness?
Yes.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
It's not Tuesday.
It's not Tuesday. Oh, fuck. It's a Sunday. I see her every Sunday. It's fucking crazy. It's like Twitter like knows to like ship that out every Sunday, you know?
It does, yeah.
It's that algorithm.
It is that algorithm.
You gotta be the one to do it next Sunday, and then you'll get all the retweets.
It's ironic because this comes out on Sunday.
Ooh, I'm gonna wake up at 12:01 just to do it for fucking impression. It's funny that you mentioned the stans, because one thing that I've kind of always noticed and thought is that like, if your music is fire, or like if your art is fire, you kind of get a pass. And like, depending on like how fire your art is, will depend on the amount that the pass will overlook for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, who was... I just saw... was it Eric Clapton?
oh,
Apparently is a fucking racist.
really?
Yeah.
Who's
and
Eric
I
Clapton
was,
again?
Yeah, who's
Like, I know the name, but I don't know the face.
it's like Layla. He was a big guitarist in the 80s.
Oh, okay. For what band?
Derek and the Dominoes was the biggest one.
Oh. This is some white lore that I'm not privy
yeah,
to.
it's
This is white lore.
Not me either.
This is white lore. And you're the rock girl too. You got all the fucking Jimi Hendrix in your phone.
here, let me just quickly. Obviously, this is gonna get cut out for copyright, but
Yeah.
Oh.
This is like his most popular song.
Oh, this guy. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what I've heard.
Damn,
That's
that's
kind
kind
of
of
a
hard.
banger.
Yeah,
That's kind of
it's a very good song.
Damn, he's a racist.
Yeah, I was disappointed to
Damn
find
shame.
that out. He did a concert in the 80s, and he's like, "Oh, we don't want fucking Muslims, and England's a white country," and it's just like,
Oh,
God
God.
fucking damn it.
That's tough, bro. That's tough.
Yeah. So
Where I like normally go to after that is should we give a fuck what these people say and just only give a fuck about their art? Because like I come back to that a lot too. It's like, I mean, you're
Yeah.
not special, you're just really good at a thing,
yeah,
and like you're in a business that
There-
like you make a lot of money.
there
in it.
comes a point
but like a
where
human being's a human being at the end of the day.
yeah, I mean, there comes a point where it gets really hard to separate the artist from the art.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, if it's just someone said, some dumb shit. I mean, if you get something like this where a guy says England is a white country, it's just like, okay, and he said that 40 years ago and still kind of thinks that way. It's like, okay, maybe I shouldn't buy your albums. But if you get, I mean, again, the thing with, what was her name again?
Sabrina Claudio.
Sabrina Claudio. It's like she was 14. So I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm gonna turn it off.
The dumb shit that I've said when I was 14, the dumb shit I said when I was 16 even,
The dumb shit that you said when you were 17 too.
yeah, there was a lot of that.
And when you were 18 actually.
18 was when I started to make the turn.
Yeah, true.
So, but, I mean, there just comes a point where, I mean, again, I always come back to the Kevin Spacey ordeal.
Yeah.
I hope he rots in hell and gets fucked with a flaming cactus.
Mm-hmm.
But goddamn, do I love watching his movies.
Yeah, his movies are really good. It's hard. I haven't watched any since then, but I really want to because he's such a good actor. But I'm like, I can't because he's fucking,
It's,
It ruins it because
he's too rapey.
it's kind of like it ends up being all you can think about, and then it kind of
Yeah.
me at least I feel guilty, like
it's you
I
get
was a fatty Lana Del Rey stan, and then what happened?
She started
yeah,
stealing my culture
yeah,
and low-key hating on black
and
women.
like I just can't listen to her music the same anymore. Like I was like a hardcore stan. And, I can't lie, I'm still, a fan of her music, and I still think she makes good music, and she influenced pop a lot when she started. But, now, when I listen to her music, I'm kind of like, skip.
it's honestly, with some things, especially with music, it's not as much, at least with me, it's not as much of a, oh, wow, I can't believe I used to like this. Because, I mean, obviously, that one, it's still an absolute banger.
It's still good.
But it's the fact that I still like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, because when I was young, dumb, and ignorant, I mean, granted, I still am, but it was just like, okay, yeah, that's I can groove with this. Mm-hmm. And then knowing the person behind it, it's just, maybe I don't groove with it as much, but I still kind of do, and I feel bad about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed,
Because I've
definitely noticed, cancel culture like seeping its way into how I like listen to music. Like when that, like when so when Tori shot Meg, like anytime just like a Tory like feature just like popped up on my phone, I was like, oh fuck, he's on this, and like his verse that like might have been super fire at the time, now I'm like, I can't do it, you know, like not that I want to, obviously, but like I didn't have to consciously be like, all right, it's time to stop supporting Tory Lanez. It was just like a switch. I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's an instant L, you know? And like that's the other thing too. I feel like people get so warped about like what cancel culture is, but it's really just people's corn on the internet. Like we've been doing this. Like human beings did this when we had newspapers and shit like that. Like this isn't a new human behavior.
Yeah.
It's just magnified now.
Yeah.
And we have a lot.
So much easier.
Exactly.
We have better research tools, like everybody does.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's made it so much easier because I seem to remember. I want to say it was a guy running for president. I mean, it was in the primaries in the 80s, and one of his events got rained out, and it was like an outdoor event and everything, and he just sat there and he was next to a bunch of reporters. He was like, "Well, gentlemen, it's just like rape. If it's just gonna happen, sit back and watch it."
Oh my god!
And that guy was running for president.
what the
Oh
fuck?
my god!
And granted, it took like about a month for people because this was like in the 80s and everything, so it didn't immediately come out.
It had to hit the.
But once everyone finally saw it, they're like, "Yeah, no thanks."
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there were people that called their courthouses and were like, "Can I switch my ballot now?"
Damn, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Politics are weird.
I think that's kind of what goes into it too. Is like the L that you take, you know, because when like a couple of years ago or something, or like a year ago, when Snoop said something about like Gayle King or some shit like that.
About what?
He said something about like Gayle King or some older black woman, I believe, that's like in media. And then everyone was like, "Damn, come on, Snoop!" And then Snoop went on like Red Table Talk, and then they Red Table Talked, and then afterwards everybody like fucked with Snoop again, and it was just interesting because I was like, "Well, Snoop Dogg is definitely afforded the court hearing." You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of people aren't. Like R. Kelly isn't. It's like, all right, bro, it's in the bin.
Yeah.
Like Cosby, it's like in the bin.
Yeah.
But Snoop, it's like, go here, apologize, learn, and get lectured, and then you're good. You know what I'm saying? But and even with like Doja Cat, did you find what she did?
Yeah. So apparently
her L was funny, but like in a bad way.
Yeah, so apparently she was on some... here, let me go back to this other website. I had a better explanation.
She was on the Chatty House. No, she was on a bunch of forums or something.
So she was in a bunch of chat rooms.
First of all...
incels, right?
Yeah, with like white superior incels, what?
Where was
white supremacist incels, thank you.
Roughly around 2018... or at least for the past couple years, she was on, as this quote says, talking to racists and laughing to their racist jokes on video chatting platform TinyChat. One tweet claimed to show footage of Doja Cat on a chat room with alt-right white supremacists only 6 days ago.
I think that came out as fake, though.
That was fake?
I think...
Yeah, I think that one ended up being fake.
Someone, like, edited it or something like that. I don't know. Honestly, that could be false, too. But I think, like, that's what happened, and that's why people
Can you look
like
that up too?
uncanceled her?
They mention it in the article that people found out it was after the alleged Tiny Chat videos began to circulate, counter threads began to emerge on Twitter claiming the chat room Doja Cat had visited was not racist. Others posted screenshots they said depicted conversations with people who had been in the Tiny Chat room and said Doja Cat had not said anything racist.
Also, Doja's safe. So I can re-add Say So into my playlist. So I really want to do that.
After Doja is over party trended on May 23rd. We're Sorry Doja trended on May 24th.
I missed that one. Thank fucking God.
There's another thing too where she also made
song. She had a song, yeah.
Yeah, that
making
was like
fun
a slur.
It was
what was it?
Don't say it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
okay.
it. No, what was the what was the
that top paragraph there.
It's like making fun of
victims of police brutality.
Yeah, in Ave.
Yikes.
And she was like trying to like reclaim it, but like I listened to it and it's just kind of she didn't do it good. She didn't do a good job.
But
it was just I think the explanation was that she was trying to reclaim it, but
the song's name, quote, seems to be a stylized pronunciation of didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Good job, source. Interesting.
That is meant to mock black people who died as a result of police brutality.
Oh, that's right.
Know Your Meme reported the phrase emerged from poll 4chan's politically incorrect politics forum.
Damn it, man.
Because of course it did.
So close.
Well done, Doja Cat, for making a song literally titled From Fucking 4chan.
That's rough. She's that kind of girl, though. She'd be on 4chan and shit.
Yeah. So, like, that's the thing. It's like... Watching like that?
Yeah, like, I don't even know how to feel about that. Because is that just, like, an artistic miss? Or...
I don't know. That's...
Like,
I wouldn't even say it's an
like
artistic
like
miss. I think that's just a flat miss in general.
Said. It's like, she tried to reclaim it, but it was a miss.
Okay.
And it just kind of came off weird.
Yeah.
It was a miss originally, and then the reclamation of it was a miss.
Then. If it's like a regular L, that's fine.
Yeah. But, like, you know, it could also just be argued that, like, it was just, like, her, like, being racist.
Okay, interesting.
So.
I will hold off on re-adding Say So.
You saying that thing about Snoop Dogg going on the Red Table Talk, though.
Yeah.
Red Table Talk? That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Or am I adding talk in there?
No, that's what it is. You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
But you were saying, like, maybe there should be, like, a forum.
Yeah.
When we're like, okay, does this celebrity deserve to, like, be, like, put on social probation, like what you said?
Yeah.
Maybe they should just all start going on table talk, Red Table Talks.
Well, that's the meme about.
Oh wait, really?
Red Table Talk now, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that like you say some fuck shit or something, you go on Red Table Talk, talk with Jada, talk with Willow, talk with the grandma, and then you've been cleansed by the pure effeminate energy that exists in that room. I really want to go on that show.
That.
Please let Willow Smith let me on your show.
If Sabrina Claudio went on Red Table Talk, maybe.
When you're on your downward, you go on Joe Rogan, and when you go on your upward, you go on Red Table Talk.
I don't know. I feel like Joe Rogan is gonna be a net positive for you either way, because his white fan base doesn't give a fuck about anything but Joe Rogan.
That's true.
So it's like, Joe Rogan and fucking elk, and hunting.
And DMT.
Yeah, and DMT. Why do we always talk about Joe Rogan on here?
I don't know.
We always sneak it in.
It's a true inspiration for us.
True. We talk about, so like, fuck, bro. It's really fishy. I feel like everything is kind of situational when it comes to everything that we're talking about.
It also just kind of depends on your personal feeling towards it, because, like, we're never going to have the same personal feelings as black women towards what Sabrina Claudio said, because, like, we're not black women.
Right.
And, like, you know, if they continue to be like, no, I don't fuck with that, like, fucking...
Then we should oblige.
You have every right,
Indeed. That's true. Yeah. Bro, we need to have like racial drafts. That way we can have meetings about this shit too. You know what I'm saying? As part of the like racial convention. We should have
CBS,
like,
please pay Dave Chappelle.
One yearly like racial convention where like representatives from each ethnicity. Like,
Have you seen
the racial draft?
No.
It's a Dave Chappelle
man,
skit.
you've never seen
Oh,
that?
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
It was it like
Might be the greatest sketch of all time.
it's one of them. Was
the
it like
Asians picked the Wu-Tang Clan.
the Asians got the Wu-Tang Clan? Was it the white people got Tiger Woods?
Yeah, white people got Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
What? That's funny.
And then the Mexicans got someone, I forgot who. And
then the Jews and someone else argued.
Okay, you gotta show me that after this.
Yeah, we definitely will.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, the other thing off of that actually that you said, I was gonna say like, wait, fuck, what'd you just say? Say that again. What you were saying? No. What like you were saying previously to the Dave Chappelle thing?
That we're not black women and we're never gonna know how they feel about that situation, and they have every right to not forgive her for that.
Before that.
That celebrities should
Go
go
back
on
to
table
tape.
talk.
Oh yeah, okay. So like, I think I was saying something about like every case being different and stuff like that. The other thing that I was kind of thinking about is like, I guess how like their like social standing affects all of that, and like what I mean by that is like should we forgive people from certain groups more than others? Like, should there be some kind of like leniency or privilege for certain groups?
What kind of groups are you talking about?
Just like any group.
For like an example.
Oh, like should we forgive? I don't know. Like,
are you saying like A-list celebrities, or are you saying like women in music, or like what kind of groups are you separating them?
like any groups, I'm saying. Like if like okay, like let's say a white gay who is famous
Okay.
says
Okay.
says some anti-black shit.
Okay.
But like it's not crazy, he just kind of like it doesn't know any better, right?
Okay, so from ignorance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then someone's like, "Hey, that's not okay." Their apology is decent, not great, but decent.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that like
Are you talking about James Charles right now?
No. I'm just saying any just put any white gay in there.
Okay. Did he do something like that though?
Yeah. Oh, it was something.
James Charles is racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, like okay.
Or something.
I'll say
I don't
fuck
remember.
James Charles.
We need Cassie
I
here.
blocked him.
I know.
For that shit.
Wait,
Cassie
look it
would
up.
know.
What did he do?
Oh god.
I forgot. He did something.
Anyways, keep going.
I'm
like
pretty sure he
like should we forgive a white gay male quicker than a cis white male? Or should it be equal? Or like should any group get any like privilege in that
no
instance?
group should get any special privileges. You know,
Okay.
The point is to have everyone be equal and feel equal. And if
Okay.
you're giving a gay man a special privilege just because he's gay, it's like again going against the fact that everyone just wants to be treated equally.
Okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's almost like I guess it's like positive, but it's almost just as homophobic as like the opposite. Not homophobic, that's the wrong word, but like, you know,
yeah, but
treating someone differently than you would because the fact that they're gay. Okay. And so
intersectionality doesn't matter in this courtroom instance.
I don't know. I think if you're
like everybody is judged
saying
equally.
some dumb shit, you should be penalized for saying some dumb shit, no matter who you are, no matter what you look like, no matter who you love. Yeah,
me too. I was just throwing that out there. It's just a what if scenario.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think because like going back to what I was just saying, like everyone just wants to be treated equally, and that's doing the opposite of that. Maybe in the other direction, but still not the goal.
Yeah. That makes sense. I think the weird, the weird thing that happens sometimes is like when like a legend of something does something wrong, and then you have to like really think about like how that affects you, you know?
A legend of something?
Yeah. Well, like let me think of a legend that like does something wrong. Like Bill Cosby, right? For example.
Okay.
Like he did all this crazy horrible shit, but
so someone who's like been like iconic.
Yeah. But Bill Cosby is one of the greatest like comedians of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Cosby Show was goated.
Mm-hmm.
So, in that instance where somebody has produced something, I guess the way that like my brain processes it, something that has brought so many people like goodness and shit like that, and like happiness and whatever, like positive vibes. Can this thing be cherished as just that, and like can the sins be kept out of it from the creator, or like no?
I think it might just depend on what kind of person you are, but like I feel like that kind of goes back to what we're saying, where it's like it just kind of taints it for you.
Okay.
You know, like you just can't. It's not the same anymore because it's like you're watching it and you kind of feel guilty because now you know what kind of person they are. I'm never gonna listen to like R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Like even though the Ignition remix, obviously that's like a bop.
Yeah.
But
and
like
he's like one of like the greatest fucking musicians of our time.
Just peacefully like jam out to that.
No, not anymore.
Like,
that was too crazy.
Like that, like he's such a vile, disgusting human being.
Yeah.
The association between him and that song
Yeah.
has now tainted the song, even though it's a good song. And I feel like that applies to the same thing, like Cosby Show with Kevin Spacey and his movies.
Yeah. What's that fucking Chappelle bit about Cosby? He rapes, but he saves.
Did
you see that shit? That was so fucking
No,
funny,
I didn't.
Bro.
There's one of Kevin Spacey's last movies was Baby Driver, which is a phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
I know. I love that movie, but then also fucking Augustus
right?
Waters, whatever his name is. The guy, Baby.
Oh, Ansel Elgort?
B-A-B-Y, Baby, yeah.
Ansel Elgort, yeah.
Yeah, he also did some fuck shit too.
Yeah, he did do some
And
fuck
so that
shit.
movie is double tainted.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But
at least I have the soundtrack.
Yeah.
But there's
That movie was really
there's a
good,
line in
The
that
fuck was the
movie
one?
where Ansel Elgort does something, and then Kevin Spacey says, "That's my baby," and then Jamie Foxx says, "Man, fuck your baby," and it's just like, that's a bit. Someone knows something.
Something.
In hindsight, that one just does.
A lot of those motherfuckers definitely know something.
Yeah.
Was the Disaster Artist tainted for you? When we watched it, because of like the Franco rapes.
Oh fuck! I forgot about those.
I honestly.
Everybody forgets about the Franco rapes.
I honestly don't know exactly what happened. I feel like if you don't know
Look up the Franco rapes.
what happened, it's harder to taint it. Because
because
I
you
knew
can say like
some-
ignorance is bliss type shit.
Yeah, I knew something happened, but like I don't know what like actually like, you know, I don't know what the receipts are. I don't know like I just know he did something fucked up, but I don't know what it was.
Do you remember when James Franco like was filming a movie in town, and people were like, "Oh shit, I want to be an extra in that movie," and like they had an open casting call for extras, and people like skipped school for that.
In Yakima?
Yeah.
What the fuck did that happen?
It was.
And what movie was he
it?
filming? Yeah.
It was when we were in high school.
Was it The Disaster Artist?
I can't
Probably
remember.
around that time.
That's wild.
Or what's that one?
It is James Franco you guys are talking about, right?
Yeah.
What's that one with Korea?
The dictators. No,
The
fuck.
Dictator?
No, it's the last interview or some shit having to
The
do with
interview.
Yeah, the
Interview, that's
interview.
what it was.
Maybe it was that one?
No, it wasn't that one.
Why would they film that shit? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of movies that came out around that time.
Fair.
That James Franco did.
Spider-Man 3, I'm kidding.
No.
Yeah, what James Charles did was basically like sexually harassed a waiter, I believe it was.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And the waiter was like 18 years old, 17 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Naughty James. Naughty
It's all the men with J names. Never trust a man with a J name.
Damn.
I figured that out the hard way.
J's and K's.
But James Charles' career is fine though, so like, did it fucking matter?
Is
that
it
we
though?
did that?
Because apparently he just
Yeah,
told
is it though?
Alicia Keys that
Bro.
she can't fucking launch a makeup brand.
Bro, listen, James Charles is playing Among Us with Valkyrie and them getting mad viewers on Twitch right now. He's doing just fine.
Mm.
That boy
Dubious
Rich.
Battle was the title of the film. It wasn't like a big budget movie or anything. It was like a shorter
What was
film.
it? Sorry.
In Dubious Battle.
Oh, okay.
But
Also, like, the Paul brothers are still around. And
Ugh.
they did crazy fuck shit. So it's like,
Yeah,
did
but
that
Oh.
fucking
then
matter
it
either?
just goes back to like
Jake Paul just
stands
boxed.
are always gonna stand,
yeah, at that
and
yeah.
like ignorant 14-year-old boys are always gonna be like, yeah, this is cool, you know.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Stupid people are always gonna have followers because stupid people follow stupid people,
True. True shit. True shit.
and there's a lot of stupid people.
That's also facts.
76 million of them voted for one. No, okay.
I think a lot of people are given the opportunity to be forgiven, but they don't realize it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like when...
and also a lot of people don't want to change.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's super true.
Especially
for
when
sure.
you're like ignorant and hateful like that, you think that being like that is like the right way.
Absolutely.
And like, you know, people can argue that there is no one right way, but like people think that that is like
But there's a lot of wrong
an
ways.
okay human being
Yeah.
to be, and they don't see anything wrong with it, so they're not going to want to change.
Mm-hmm.
And some people will stay like that forever.
True.
If I could go back and stop myself from saying half the dumb fucking jokes that I did in high school,
Thanks.
I probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was rough. It was really
I
rough.
can imagine. My Twitter, I really hesitate going back to my Twitter like 5+ years because I really don't want to know some of the shit that I said on there.
Bro, the shit that you would say to Rodrigo.
Oh no, that poor soul. He's doing good right now, God bless him.
Yeah, I fucking love that guy, dude. He's so cool. Man. Bro, Clement's class was bro.
It was a roller coaster every day because you never knew what the fuck was gonna happen.
Yeah. Bro, that was like the only time that I ever talked to Quincy.
Mhm.
We had like really good conversations. Like the few times we talked, I was like, damn, if I was higher up on the social ladder, we would probably be mad cool. But I play Magic in class by myself, so it is good. Bro, I had my Magic shit in my backpack ready, bro.
Dude, do you remember when like at that time everyone was just on fucking Rubik's cubes?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that was like the kind of one thing you guys bonded over. Really.
Bro, yeah, I had a 50-second solve time.
I skipped class
Gang.
to have sex and smoke weed.
You're
Damn.
a fucking harlot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna make our way back to the original topic?
Probably.
Oh,
not.
maybe. I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, we can.
Yeah, maybe.
Cancel culture. Ooh.
Us canceled.
Do you think we've just exercised everything already?
I don't know. Shit, maybe.
I think we've
I
talked
kind
a
of
great
don't have
deal
anything else
about
to
it.
bring
Yeah.
to the table. So are we at a an agreement that it depends on how fired you are as an artist, kind of.
No.
No. But that clearly kind of matters, right?
No, because I was just saying a second ago.
No, because Kevin
that
Spacey
it
was one of
takes
the.
it.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey
I'm not-
was one of the greatest actors.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Well,
he's in some good fucking movies, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna fucking watch them.
no,
or
no.
forgive him.
Well, no. The weight of the wrongdoing also matters. But I'm saying that I think that the scale is how fire your art is and what sin you committed, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
I think you're just misinterpreting what our thing is, which is.
no, I'm saying that's how I feel.
Oh.
Yeah.
okay to be wrong.
Wait, so what are we in agreement on then?
Me and Skid are saying that no matter how good your art is, if you fucked up like Kevin Spacey and R. Kelly, then fuck you all the way.
If you fucked up badly enough,
sure.
Yeah.
There's no redeeming yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Even if you know, have the best fucking album of the year. I don't know, of the decade.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you still.
But then what about Kanye? As like another example. Because everybody still listens to Kanye.
Yeah, but stans are gonna stan. And I don't listen to Kanye.
True. And that's why I was saying it kind of depends on how fire you are to a certain extent. Because the more fire you are, the more stans you're going to have, theoretically speaking.
True, but I mean, for everyone who's not a stan, I feel like that's what the thought process is. But, like, you can't... If people are going to blindly follow someone, you can't really get through the ignorance of that.
Mm.
To be fair, I just think Kanye needs proper psychiatric and mental help.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. So for them, how fire they are matters. For us, it doesn't. Like for those participating in the
And you
court.
saying that the more fire your art is, the more stands you're gonna have. Yes.
Okay.
But when you start to generalize it and bring it outside of the stands, no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Have you guys, like, forgiven anyone after they were canceled? Like, personally, because you were like, you know what? Like, you kind of, like, argued it in your head, and you were like, I could argue this. And then you were like, I'm gonna start shipping their shit again. Because I feel like the other great thing, too, is that, like, streaming kind of just gives you a lot of consumer power in terms of, like, I'm just gonna delete you off my shit, and you're just not getting my money anymore. It's not a lot of money to begin with, but no.
I don't know. I don't feel like anyone has created such amazing art to me where I've forgiven them so I can keep listening to it. You know?
Yeah.
Like...
Maybe forgiven is too strong a word.
Yeah, I think forgiven is too strong of a word.
Has anybody re-entered your listening sphere and you're like, okay.
Doja Cat. She's still on my Dat Bitch playlist.
Yeah, I can't escape Doja Cat features right now.
Yeah. And like
everywhere she's on a feature, she
and
smashes
like,
it.
I can easily believe that was fake and that her song was just her trying to reclaim it and missing.
Very true.
But, you know, if someone pulled up with more facts and was like, hey, like, seriously.
That would again change.
Yeah, then I'd be like, okay. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, done and done.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think anyone... I mean, again, because my music taste is so specifically stagnant. I don't think anything that anyone that I've listened to has ever had so much of a problem of being canceled or anything, apart from Eric Clapton. But, so I've never really had to worry about, like, oh, well, I guess I can probably listen to this person now again.
Did Elton John ever do anything?
I
feel like he did.
Not really. I mean, he came out as gay in the 70s, or bisexual in the 70s.
Yeah.
That might be the most controversial.
That makes me
That was really the most controversial thing.
Yeah, everybody kind of like talks about Elton John very highly.
Yeah.
Like his characters. So I would assume that.
But I'm just thinking,
but
like, in today's world, has anyone ever been like, hey, Elton John did this thing, and, like, back then, no one really cared, but, like, now it's like, what the fuck?
So there was a thing in 89, and that went into the early 90s, where he was slandered by a tabloid for paying for sex with underage. It was like actual, like, boys, I think it was. And he spent, like, 2 years suing the tabloid company and won.
For defamation?
For defamation and everything like that, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. I also wouldn't really trust a tabloid for anything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It was that after he came out as
with,
bisexual, too?
It was like, 10, 15 years after that.
Okay, so they could have just been doing that because homophobia?
Yeah.
Okay.
It England in the 80s, yeah. But yeah, so he sued them, and for especially something like that drastic.
Yeah.
He sued and won, and they, on like the front cover after the lawsuit, it was just like, yep, we're sorry, Elton. We paid you like $6 million or £6 million, I guess it was, in damages or whatever it was, whatever that term is.
Yeah.
So, yep, sorry. And then,
okay.
as far as I know, that specific one hasn't mentioned him since.
Yeah.
But
you said paid for sex, and I was like, not that bad. And then you were like, underage boys, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
yeah. If you want to pay for sex, by all fucking means.
Fucking pay for sex. If they are of age, and they are consenting.
But yeah, so that was really like the most controversial thing that happened, but he was able to prove it didn't actually happen. So yeah, that's really the biggest thing that's happened with him.
I want to close with, I do think that, like, thankfully, I feel like cancel culture as a whole is moving to a more fluid place.
Actually, can I just say really fast?
Yeah.
This just occurred to me.
What?
We're sitting under one of the biggest icons of cancel culture.
Oh my God.
Kramer himself.
Kramer. That's true. That was rough, bro.
That was a rough one. I don't know if I've forgiven him yet for that.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
So you'll see like comedy videos on YouTube, and there's at the Laugh Factory. Oh God, I can't think of the actor's name now. But the guy who played Michael Richards.
Yeah.
He was doing a comedy show at the Laugh Factory, and then dropped the N-bomb like 3 times, I think it was, referring to some people who were being obnoxious sitting in the balcony.
Ooh.
And yeah, and then he went on.
Hanging in your house?
To be fair, it's Seinfeld.
This is a picture from Seinfeld.
From Seinfeld, which was about 15 years before that happened.
Yeah.
That's still kind of weird, though.
To be fair, a lot of people have this picture hanging in their house, so it's...
This picture is
It's still kind of weird, though.
Nah, this picture is exempt.
Yeah, it's like...
So is Seinfeld as a whole, kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody stopped watching Seinfeld, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's also not the lead of the show.
There was also...
This is also
he
a
went
character.
on, I think it was Jay Leno or Conan O'Brien or something like that afterwards, or David Letterman, one of the big night show hosts.
Yeah.
And did one of the most genuine apologies I've ever seen from an actor.
He has apologized quite often. Yeah.
And he hasn't really ever done anything public since it happened.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't
Yeah,
made
like,
any
he kind of,
comedy
like,
specials.
axed his career after that. He was like, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, he's just like, yep, nope, I fucked that up. I'm sorry. I'm done. And hasn't really ever done anything since then. He's, like, done maybe 1 cameo or 2 in Curb Your Enthusiasm. But that's been it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then he did Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
Yeah. Which is just catching up with Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
But that's literally been the most he's ever done since that happened in like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He talks about it in that interview too.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Certainly a well-spoken apology, to say the least.
Yeah.
Certainly a well-spoken apology.
Well, what were you going to say then, to wrap it up?
Oh, I was saying, I think that that cancel culture, people's court, whatever, is going into a more fluid place as just human beings understand social media more. I feel like as a whole, everybody's taking it less serious, and so when serious shit happens, I feel like better conversations are happening when shit happens in which the internet has to be serious for a second. And like the reason like why I've noticed that is because like I've seen people do fuck shit and then be like genuine about it and then like be forgiven, and they like not necessarily like deserve to be forgiven, but like they like put in the effort, and then like slowly but surely people kind of come back, maybe like a year or two later, they're like, you know what, okay, you know, like time has passed, we've healed, you fucking you know, admitted to it, like you're good, you know, or just like we'll kind of quietly champion you. But like, don't be too out there, because if you are, we're, you know, we'll fucking be like, but we can kind of quietly like, you know, throw you on some playlists or something. We'll throw you on fucking Rap Caviar a little bit, 10 songs down.
I hold grudges too much, I think. Like, especially when
that's another thing too.
Stuff like this, like I'm a grudge holder.
Yeah,
I'll admit it.
Because you haven't forgiven Summer Walker at all, and granted, she kind of shouldn't be forgiven. So.
Yeah. But I don't know. So I have a harder time doing that.
Yeah.
And so that's why it kind of depends on the person too.
That
depends on if you're a grudge holder.
Yeah, that's very true. Because I'm very much not.
I know you're not.
I don't like that.
It irritates me, honestly.
I like forgiving people. Hey man, forgiveness is so much easier. So much more stress-free that way.
Gross.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun to hate.
It is. Thank you.
But like hating on like funny shit is fun, you know.
Yeah, but hating on shit unironically is also top tier.
That's true.
Hating on shit that deserves to be hated on.
Yeah. I just like hating the shows that...
I'm learning me and Ave relate so much more than I thought we did.
Bro,
This is great.
man. Yeah, see, look at that. This show's bringing people together.
It's fantastic.
It's beautiful.
Who'd have ever thought I'd agree with a woman?
Wow. Back to square one.
And that's where we'll end today's episode.
That's where we'll end it. That's episode 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, like the video. I'm not going to tell you guys to like, sub, or anything, but if you genuinely enjoyed this content, show me that you did. Like the video. As always, thank you to my crew and my very good friends and good boys over here. Stay hydrated. Trump's not in office anymore. What else should I say? Be kind to each other. Feed your pets on a regular basis.
Hold grudges.
If your dog doesn't know how to sit yet and they're over 6 months old, what are you doing? Get your shit together. Bye!